Ladies, this is your Block 4 Unit A from Moda this month, and we were all kind of struggling with it on Friday night, so Natalie came up with a great way to get it together and explain it to you, and we're going to work through it here. So this is what your pieces are going to look like. We're going to start first with your quarter square ruler, or that's going to cut your 6.5 inch quarter square. And then we're going to also use your triangle ruler, which is going to cut your triangle corner pieces for each side. And then we're going to begin to start to sew it. So if you'll take your quarter square piece first and turn it over, and you're going to mark the corner here so that you know where your 1/4 inch seam allowance is. And if Natalie, you'll show them where that quarter square marking is. And you're going to line it up with your rectangle that is 14 7/8 inches. Now you're going to take and sew that piece, leaving a 1/4 inch at the end on the back side. You're going to leave a 1/4 inch opening. You're going to lay it back down, and you're going to sew your other piece. So you're going to turn your other piece on. You can now see where you've sewn, and you're going to line that all up, and you're going to sew a 1/4 inch and finish sewing that seam, and you'll have that unit sewn together. Once your unit is sewn together, you have one last piece that is going to be mitered, and so to miter that, you're going to turn it over on its belly. You're going to take one seam and bring it into the other seam and lift it up straight and straighten it out. That allows the fabric to move away from that point, and that allows them to lay out very nice and straight. And you're going to go from your 1/4 inch seam allowance there, and you're going to sew from that 1/4 inch down to the point, and you're going to have a finished unit that looks like this. Thank you, Natalie. Then you're going to press that. But the next step is you're going to fold it exactly in half, because your next step is you're going to have that 8 1/4 inch square. So you're going to fold it in half on your mat, and you're going to take your square ruler, which is going to allow you to measure to 8 1/4. You can see that 8 1/4, and you're going to trim off the points right at the top up there. And once you do that, you're going to have a unit that looks like this. Right there. So you're going to have that nice squared off point, and then you're going to add your smaller triangle pieces to each side. Now the flat tip of that triangle piece is going to line up with the straight line on the edge of your block, and you're just going to line them up nice and neat and sew your 1/4 inch. And once that's sewn, what is left is very apparent that you're going to have to trim off the bottom piece of the block, which is going to give you an 8.5 inch length there. And what your piece will look like is this. So your whole piece is going to be 8.5 by 16.5?
Yep.
Okay. And then hopefully this will help you to sew that unit together better. Stop by the store and get a copy of the instructions that we've created for you, hopefully to make this make more sense. Thanks. Happy sewing!